Hey guys, Juan Ruiz fishing here. Just wrapped up the Costa Series this year at Okeechobee, first tournament, and missed the cut about 4 ounces. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about what could have been, but I had some opportunities yesterday, and unfortunately, had a couple fish get off. I want to take you real quick through my setup, which I thought was really key on how I was presenting my baits and the baits that I went through. I had a pretty good practice. Fished all over the lake, looking around. I was really concentrating on fish that were pulling in to kind of spawn. We were on a new moon, and the weather was hectic in practice, a couple days, and I think, if anything, it forced a lot of guys to fish small protected areas, which didn't help me. There was a lot of boat traffic in two of my main areas, but I think what I was doing within that area allowed me to get some key bites both days. And couple of my biggest key bait was the new Gambler Stinger, which only probably a handful of us had this bait in the tournament, which I'll take any advantage I can get. But it was a basic setup, half-ounce range tungsten weight and a 4/0 super heavy line Gamakatsu hook. And you guys have heard about them already, but this rod right here, my Ark Invoker, I was using a 7/6 heavy with 50-pound and 65-pound Gamma Torque braid, and I was actually pitching reeds and round reeds and some flat reeds, cattails and whatnot, and really looking for fish that were pulling into bed. Had to pitch it in there and fish really slow, looking for holes, looking for light spots. Had to make really long pitches. The water was real clear where we were fishing, and if you got on top of them, you didn't get the bites, and I really focused on trying to stay away from the boats and be real stealthy. My power poles played a huge part, but this Ark rod right here is one bad puppy. It's a phenomenal rod. You got to check this out. This rod is made perfect for pitching anything that's probably a 3/4 ounce and lower, half, 3/8, up to a 5/8, 3/4 ounce weight. It's a great rod. I sent a couple 3-pounders flying, through the air, which, looking back, probably cost me, obviously cost me the cut, 1 3-pounder here or there or whatnot. But a couple other key baits was a burner worm. We were throwing this over open flats in the grass. I like to throw my Gambler burner worm on a 7/4, 7/6. Mag heavy or 7/6 heavy or the 7/4 mag heavy. I use a 3/16 ounce range sliding sinker, and I peg it. You don't want to use too heavy a weight, because then the worm really gets bogged down, but it's just, the Gambler burner worm has a lot of weight to it. And then I use a 5/0 or a 4/0 VMC Ike approved hook. I've fallen in love with this hook the last couple of months, and the reason I like it is, number one, it's got a sealed eye, and number two, the hook point is not in line with the eye, so it's got a better bite. And after using this hook, I keep a lot of fish pegged. I caught a 9-pounder in practice on this worm on Tuesday, and does a really good job. Now, I don't flip with a wide gap hook. I use a straight shank hook, but anything that I'm casting or winding, this VMC hook is really, I think the design is perfect. And so, take a look. VMC's not one of my sponsors, but it's a heck of a hook. I use 4s, 5s, and 6/0. I use a 6/0 and a Big Easy. But this was a key bait, and I know it was a key bait amongst a lot of the guys who were fishing. No secret, Harney Pond area. Lose, 7-to-1 speed tournament speed spool. I use all my reels are high-speed reels. My flipping reels are all 8-0, and my casting and winding ones are 7. I like a 7 when I'm casting, because at least I can slow down a little bit. You can't really slow a reel down, but you can speed one up. It's kind of my train of thought. But again, Ark Invoker, 7/6, 7/4 on the burner worm, 3/16 ounce weight, and a 50-pound braid. I like to throw it on 50-pound braid, and sometimes around a lot of traffic, I'll throw 20-pound fluorocarbon, just kind of mix it up. But that's one.